Hello, welcome back to my channel. I haven't posted in quite a while. I've just been really busy with life and everything, so I thought for this first video I would do kind of where I'm at, what's happened in the past couple years, just to get everyone updated. First thing is I changed jobs. I'm working at A&W again. The boss that I made a video about, he got fired, so I no longer have to deal with him. And my original boss who hired me, she actually came back, so I'm working for her, which is a lot better than the person who was there. Yeah, it's okay, but I'm hoping to change jobs eventually. I don't want to work in fast food forever. Second thing is I bought a house. So I have a townhouse now that I live in. I'll probably do a house tour in a few months just because currently I have a roommate, and once he moves out, then it'll all be like our whole house. Every room will be mine and my fiance's, so then I can show it without worrying that I'm gonna show his stuff. And then the last update, which is super exciting, is that I'm expecting. So I'm gonna be having baby girl in July, hopefully. Hopefully she doesn't go past July, because I really don't want to have a August baby. Not that there's anything wrong with having an August baby, I just feel like if she goes that late that it's August, then I'm just gonna be like, oh my gosh, like I've been pregnant for forever. I already feel like I've been pregnant for forever, so that's pretty much what I'm going to talk about right now is pregnancy and everything. Sorry if you can hear my dogs barking, they're being brats. I fed them, I let them out. They just, I don't know, there's probably someone outside because I live in a townhouse area, so there's always people outside if you can hear them. Anyways, so being pregnant, so I'm currently 5 months pregnant. I don't really like to stress about how many weeks I am because I just feel like it's overwhelming for me personally to like think about that. Like, oh, I should be feeling this and that, and this is how I should be experiencing it, and if I'm not, then I just feel like that would cause me a lot of anxiety. So I try not to focus too much on that. But anyways, for the first like 3 months, I was so terribly sick. Sorry. Like, they call it morning sickness. That is a lie. It is all day sickness. At least it was for me. Like, I would wake up, be sick, like, go to work. I would be sick at work because I couldn't miss so many days just because I wasn't feeling well. I've only called in sick twice in my whole pregnancy, but I was so sick, like I couldn't eat anything. It was honestly terrible. Like, water would stay down sometimes, but not all the time. And so I did get medication finally to help with all the nausea, which was good. But it definitely took a while to take effect. And then I got it like right around the holidays, and they only gave me enough for like a trial, and then they were closed because it was the holidays, and it was just like a mess. But thankfully I'm feeling a lot better now. Haven't had to take any nausea medication, but it was so bad that sometimes I would literally like throw up the nausea medication, and then I'm like, this is totally defeating the purpose. And it was expensive too. And like, I don't make $1 million or anything. Like, I'm not rich. I can't afford that. Like, it was definitely tough. And that was definitely like the worst part. Like, I remember asking my mom probably like 100 times. I was like, Mom, was I worth this? Was I worth all of the illness that I put you through when you were pregnant? Am I worth it as a child? And she was like, yes, why would you ask me that? That's such a weird question. And I was like, well, because I just felt so miserable. Like, I would wake up, I'd be sick, and then I'd just like lay in bed all day, or if I had to go to work, I would go to work. I'd be sick at work multiple times. Even when I got on my nausea medication, I still couldn't eat a lot, but I could eat something. Like, I'm pretty sure I ate an entire box of Rice Krispies in like 3 days, because that was all my stomach would handle. Like, crackers sometimes wouldn't even work. I don't know why Rice Krispies worked, but they did. And at that point I was like, I'm not gonna complain about it. But yeah, I would like go to work if I had to go to work. Then I'd come home and lay down and sleep. Like, it was just so tough those first couple months. And like, I hated it. It was so tough. And yeah, thankfully that's gone now. Like, I haven't been sick in at least a month, maybe 2. No, probably just a month. Yeah. The other like pregnancy symptoms I've experienced are like sharp pains in my private area, we'll say, because I don't want to get demonetized, even though I don't think anyone would care enough to demonetize me, because I have 3 subscribers, I think. Anyways, but yeah, it would be like sharp pains whenever, not whenever, but like a lot of times I would just like be like, oh my god. And I never heard anybody talk about that. And I followed like a lot of people on YouTube who were pregnant. Obviously, I know people in my real life who were pregnant. My mom said she never experienced that. My grandma said she never experienced that. Like, everyone I know. And then when I talked to the doctors, they were like, oh yeah, that's totally normal. Like, happens to a lot of people. And I'm like, why does no one talk about this? Like, I was completely unprepared. It kind of feels like someone's like shoving a knife up there. It hurts. Like, there would be sometimes where I was at work and I'd be like, oh my god, like, I'm dying. Especially because no one talked about it, so I thought it was like a completely random thing. I was like, am I like, is something bad gonna happen? Like, is something gonna happen to the baby? Is something gonna happen to me? Like, why do I feel this way? But thankfully everything so far has been okay. Yeah, I did find out the gender. I think I said I'm having a girl, which I'm very excited about. I really wanted a girl. Not that there's anything wrong with having a boy, and if I had a boy, I know that I would love him and, like, be happy. But I just really wanted a girl, because I've always pictured having a girl first. I say that, but I don't even think I'm gonna have more kids after this, but when I was little, I wanted 4 kids, and I always pictured having 2 girls and then having 2 boys, and the boys were always twins. I don't know why, because twins don't run in my family, so I don't know why I thought I would have twins. Obviously, you can have it if it doesn't run in your family, but it's less likely, so I don't know why I was like, I'm gonna have twins. But I was also a kid, so that makes sense. But yeah, I always wanted to have a girl first, so I'm very happy. My fiance also really wanted a girl, so we were both really hoping for a girl. Again, if it had been a boy, I would have loved him. We had a boy name picked out fully, we had a girl name. Well, we're struggling with middle names, because we both have 2 middle names, so we both want to give her 2 middle names. And we have one of the middle names picked out. It's just the second one. And, I'm struggling because I want it to be something that honors my family, because her other middle name honors his family. But a lot of my family's, like, family names don't really go with her name, like her first name or her other middle name. So I told my mom and my sister and my grandma, I was like, you guys need to sit down, pick a couple names, and we'll see what you guys come up with. But if not, I might just pick something that I like. And yeah, but especially if it is going to be our only kid, I'm like, well, I don't want to not honor my family, because they're super important and special to me. And yeah, but hopefully they can pick a name that I like that goes with her other names, and that will be that. And yeah, so I was talking about symptoms, but then I got overwhelmed. Another symptom I've had a lot of is a lot of back pain, mainly like my lower back. And it's tough because usually when I am not pregnant, the way I deal with back pain is I lay on an ice pack or I take a really hot bath. And I mean, I still lay on an ice pack. That's not that big a deal, but I usually lay flat on my back to kind of put pressure on the ice pack. But obviously I can't do that because you're not supposed to lay on your back while you're pregnant. But yeah, and then obviously I can't take a really hot bath because that's dangerous to the baby. And I don't really like baths otherwise. Like, the only reason why I take them is because it's helpful for the pain. So, because I can't do that, it's kind of pointless. And then I don't know if I like pulled a muscle. It has been happening like on and off for a couple years, but in my right leg, like kind of where my butt is, it feels like a muscle has been pulled and like stretched, and it's gotten worse in pregnancy. Like, definitely, like there are times where I'll like step down and I can't like walk straight. I feel like I'm gonna fall over. And like one of my coworkers the other day was like, "Are you okay?" And I said, "I'm fine. It's just, pregnancy. Yay." Yeah, but it's been good. Definitely better the past couple months. Another big thing is pregnancy brain, as you can probably tell by the fact that I am all over the place in this video. Yeah, my brain just doesn't work. The other day, my parents said something about like 25 plus 5, and I was like, sorry. I said it was 31, and they were like, 31? 25 plus 5 is 31, Sierra? And I was like, yep, 100%. 25 plus 5 is 31. Yep, I know it's 30. I did very well on my math exam. Don't know why I can't do 25 plus 5 right now. And just like other dumb things, like sometimes I'll be taking someone's order and I will literally repeat their order, and then I go to put it in the till and I can't remember what I just said 2 seconds ago. And it's like low-key ridiculous. I don't know how that happens. I know it's a common thing, pregnancy brain or mom brain, whatever. People joke about it all the time, but I was just like, wow, my brain is really like gone, like for real gone. Like, I have no idea where my brain is. I need to find my brain. I've been forgetting things at work constantly, which has been very annoying and very stressful because I don't want to forget things. And like, it's just been difficult being pregnant. And that's another reason why I think I'll probably only have one kid. That, and like financially, I feel like one kid is more realistic for me. And yeah, I mean, if I decide to have another kid, then I will, but I feel like I'll probably only have one, which is fine. Like, I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Like, I was thinking about it the other day. I was like, why would I even really, like, not to shade anybody who has multiples, because I have siblings, my fiance has siblings, obviously people have multiple children for a reason, but I was like, for me personally, I don't really think I would want another kid besides like to see that cute sibling bond. But other than that, I don't really think it would matter much to me. And so yeah, and my sister, I don't know why she thinks this, because we know a lot of people who are only children and they're normal, and we know a lot of people who are like have siblings and who are weird, and she's like, oh, all only children are weird, you can't have an only child. And I'm like, dude, we know plenty of people who are only children and are totally fine. Like, it's not a big deal to me. And like, what if she's weird anyways, even if I had another one? Or like, my mom was bugging me the other day, and I thought she was talking about Buzz, like my dog. She was like, oh, your baby, I really hope she likes her brother. And I was like, yeah, I do too. And she was like, oh, so you're gonna have another one? And I was like, what are you talking about? I'm talking about Buzz, like my dog. Like, I hope she likes him. That's another thing I'm really stressed about, is the dogs liking the baby. So I don't know, I think when I go on maternity leave, I might go to my parents' house and steal like a baby doll and just pretend that it's the baby. I don't know if that's a good technique, or if anyone knows a good technique to like get your dogs warmed up to babies, because they're generally pretty good. I think I hear them outside the door now. I think they've given up on barking. They're generally pretty good, but they do definitely have their moments, and Like, my roommate, for example, Buzz doesn't like him. Anytime he sees him, pretty much he barks, even if I tell him not to bark. Like, probably 9 times out of 10 that he sees him, he's barking at him. And I'm like, Buzz, you need to stop. But other than that, they're pretty good. Like, they have their moments. They're not perfect, but I mean, I am definitely very worried about the baby, or them not liking the baby. I mean, I guess I'm worried about the baby not liking them, but I feel like that's more of a down the line kind of thing. I feel like when they're newborns, it's more so like, will they like the baby? But I feel like for the most part, it's not really gonna affect them that much because they're pretty lazy. They sleep a lot. Like, they have zoomies for like a couple minutes in a day, and then they sleep a lot, or they just chill and relax. So I mean, that's pretty much what a newborn does. So like, they'll chill together. It'll be fine. That's what I'm gonna tell myself, because I don't want to think that it's not gonna be fine. Yeah. Another symptom that I've been having, which I kind of stopped having, which I'm glad because it was really painful, is like feeling like so much stretching in my stomach, which obviously, duh, you're growing a baby, it's gonna stretch. Like, I'm not saying I didn't expect that, but I feel like a lot of my pregnancy symptoms, a lot of people don't talk about. Like, obviously I know your body stretches to make room for the baby, it's gonna hurt, but I feel like it hurt a lot more than anybody talked about. Like, it was painful. Like, there were times at work where I'd like have to like hold on to something for a minute and be like, okay, I'm just gonna like stand here and die for a minute. If you could go and clean that, please. And like, it's just been very tough, especially with working. Like, especially because I work a standing job, like walking around a lot. There are times where I'm like, I just need to sit down for a second, and I can't, and it's so annoying. And like, mopping right now is really difficult, and it was also really difficult when I first got pregnant because I don't know why it would make me nauseous, but I just kind of was like, whatever, it's making me nauseous, let's like not argue with it. So I would always have to like schedule my day so someone else would mop, and like sometimes it would work out, but sometimes it wouldn't. It didn't always work out for me, which was difficult. Sorry, I can hear my dogs outside the door. 1 second. Sorry, just went to go get my dogs. You can probably see Buzz. Oh, no, thunder. Oh. Anyways, so yeah, like mopping has been really difficult, or like lifting anything, even just like standing. Like, sometimes I'm like, I just need to go sit down, but like, if you work in fast food, well, what are you doing? Okay, you can sit there. You can sit there and be a pretty girl. Anyways, if you work in fast food, you know that sometimes there are like hours where there's a rush and you can't go sit down. And like, it's especially hard with closing when I'm by myself, and sometimes I'll be sitting trying to do something, and then I have to get up, and then I have to sit back down, and then I have to get up. And it's so like tough. Like, I don't know how people work. Like, I know there are people who work like multiple jobs while pregnant and like other things like that, and I just like, I can't. I literally cannot even imagine trying to work multiple jobs. Like, trying to work my one job is hard enough. Like, every day I come home and I'm exhausted, and I just like want to lay down and just do nothing. Yeah, so it's been difficult with work, but I mean, on the home stretch now, there's no point in like me trying to find a new job, because even if I did find one, they probably would not be happy with me going on maternity leave like right away, and there's no real point. Like, I would probably finish being trained, and then I'd have to go on maternity leave, and I don't even know if I would qualify for maternity leave if I got a new job. So I'm just gonna suck it up, figure it out. Well, you stop licking everything. Yeah, see, this is all they do pretty much, is they just lay there and lick things, so it sounds kind of bad, but I mean, the baby will, like, I don't think they're gonna be that bothered by the baby, but who really knows? Yeah, anyways, think I'm gonna end it now because I feel like I've talked about 87 million things and I feel like my brain's kind of all over the place. So hope you enjoy this video. Sorry, I don't know what else. Belle, what are you doing? What are you doing? Can you see yourself in the camera? She's so done with me. She does not like me. She's definitely a daddy's girl. So the fact that he's not here right now, she's like, why are you here? Why am I here with my second option? Yeah, but I'm hoping to upload more consistently. Maybe like vlogs, or I have a couple other ideas. I'm not really sure. If you have any ideas, comment them down below. To all my 3 subscribers, I appreciate you. And yeah, I think that's it. So hopefully you enjoyed my little life / mostly pregnancy update. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.